Hi folks, it's Kieran here. Today's video is my battle to get my first ever backside board slide on a down rail. This was filmed at Adrenaline Alley about a week ago. Just going to get to it, show you the footage, show you the attempts and the makes. And at the end, I'll give you sort of my thoughts and feelings and take you through the process. But I just want to get to the skating real quickly for those of you who want to see that. And for those of you interested in sort of what I think about it and all the other gubbins that goes on in my head, that'll be the end. So yeah. Let's just get to the footage and show you the battle, because this was tough. Shit. Gotta do it again, didn't roll away. My kids.
Jesus Christ. Is there a faster you're going?
Yeah, I fucking... Yeah, I just lost my energy, you know. There you have it, folks. My first few backside board slides on a down rail. Yeah, it was an interesting one. I really battled for it, really worked for it. You saw I took a number of real meaty slams. Since I got back into skateboarding about 3 years ago now, I haven't really had a session where the next day I felt absolutely battered. I've guess in some ways kind of just tried to play it safe, work on tricks I know I can do, and if I take one or two meaty slams, I tend to just really sort of like call it there. Whereas this one, like, I really went for it, really went all in. At the end of the session, I was feeling a bit bummed. The trick was, it was harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it would just be a mental thing and that I'd physically be able to get through it quite easily once I got over the mental barrier. That wasn't the case. I had to get through the mental barrier, and then it was physically trickier than I thought it was going to be, and obviously it beat me up. But a couple of days later, when with the soreness and watching the video back, I was really pleased with myself. It completely flipped my mindset on it. I was super stoked. So yeah, it was awesome. Like I said, it was trickier than I thought it was going to be. I think it shows that as much as I'm okay with backside board slides, I really do need to work on them, particularly just doing them quicker and being able to slide them a bit further. If I can sort of work on that, that's going to make this easier in the future. And it's something that I really want to keep working on and keep building. like, I want to be good at doing this. I want to be able to go to a park which has a down rail and just hit a backside board slide on it. And, you know, who knows, maybe one day some other tricks, but that's probably a bit too far in the future. At the moment, it's just really just like solidifying that backside board slide. That bar there at Adrenaline Alley was perfect for learning it on. It's like a decent height, and you know, it's easy to get enough speed from that roll in. I'd love to get to a point where I can board slide up, like ride up, board slide the bar, turn around and board slide it back down. Like, I can now do both of those parts separately, and in the future we'll try and just like put them together. That'd be sick. Like, it's all about trying. For me, like, what I wanted out of skateboarding when I got back into it was just to be able to flow around the park and hit every obstacle. In order to do that, you have to build up all the parts individually. I feel like I've unlocked another part now, which I just need to keep working on, and yeah, hopefully we'll get there. So that, yeah, from a physical side, it's all about just practicing my board slides so that I can slide further and that I'm more comfortable doing them at slightly more speed, because obviously, you know, that rail isn't massive, but as soon as you do hit it, it throws you down. And it was just a bit weird for me, a bit awkward, because I crawl at tricks. So, you know, I had to roll faster just to get on it. I knew that, and then it gave me more speed than I was expecting. So yeah, it is what it is. But the mental aspect, that was tricky as well. Like, it was really hard to commit to trying this. I want to give a huge shout out to my mate Matt. Matt was obviously on the session with me. He was more stoked when I landed it than I was, because, like I said, I felt a bit bummed about it initially. But huge shout out to Matt. Cheers, mate, as always. I wouldn't have committed to it if Matt wasn't there. Like, if I'd been trying it on my own, I probably would have like jumped at it a few times and then been like, oh no, I'll do it another time. I'll do it another time. And I've been threatening to do this for absolutely ages. I've been like in my head looking at down rounds and be like, oh yeah, I can do that. I can do that. But yeah, if Matt hadn't been there that day, I definitely would have chickened out way earlier. Matt kind of made me stick to it and do it. And that's, you know, that's Matt in a nutshell. Like, he inspires me in that way because that's how he skates. If Matt wants to try something, he's trying it. There's nothing on the earth that can stop him. Whereas for me, like, I get into my head way too much, and I just need to be a bit more Matt when it comes to these things and really throw myself at them. So, you know, yeah, shout out to Matt. You're a legend. It's amazing skating with you, and you do push me in ways that I struggle to push myself. So cheers for that, mate. So yeah, that's kind of it. That's all I've got to say. I've rambled on already for longer than I skated, so we'll just get this closed up. Anyone's got any like tips, thoughts, ideas on this trick, or how to get better at this, leave it down in the comments below. I really appreciate that. Anyone who's thinking about trying it and wants a bit more of my thoughts on it, if you've not had enough already, you drop that down there as well. I'm more than happy to go over it again and again. But I'm stoked with this. I was super stoked. Like I said, it's a bit of a dream trick for me. To have unlocked it feels huge, and just going to keep working on it. So, and yeah, that's it. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting subscribe. I post videos as often as I can, trying to push myself in my skating. And yeah, click like, and I'll see you next time. Cheers, guys.